I never knew I'd save a millionaire's dog. His grateful gift left me heartbroken. I will never forget the day everything fell apart. It was like a scene from a twisted movie, the world spinning on its head. There I was, standing in the middle of chaos, heart racing, unsure of what was to come next. I always thought my life was ordinary. Just another girl in a small town, scrapping by, working at a local pet store. But that day, fate had other plans. That it all started with a frantic bark. The sun hung low, glowing orange against the sky, casting eerie shadows. I was closing up the store when I heard it. A dog shrieking in fright. My chest tightened. I bolted outside. My heart thudded in my ears. No one else seemed to care, no one else noticed the small, trembling creature trapped in the alley. As I approached, my breath caught in my throat. The little dog was a Chihuahua, his golden fur matted with dirt, eyes wide with terror. The collar around his neck gleamed, a stark contrast to his distress. The name Champ was engraved on a shiny tag. A millionaire's dog, I realized. My belly twisted. This wasn't just any pup. This was someone's cherished pet. Just as I reached out, a luxury car skidded to a halt. The driver, an elegant man, his face lined with worry, jumped out. I recognized him. He was a powerful businessman, known for his ruthlessness. He had a reputation for treating people like numbers, but in that moment, he was just a frantic father, searching for his son. "Champ!" he cried, voice breaking. I scooped up the trembling dog, and held him close, feeling his tiny heart racing against my palm. I felt a connection, something powerful. In his big, fearful eyes, I saw a plea, a shared understanding of fear and desperation. As I handed Champ over, tremors raced through me. Would this moment bring change? The man knelt before me, gratitude washing over his features. He pressed a sleek, cold envelope into my hand. My fingertips brushed against the paper, and I could feel the weight of opportunity, dreams unspooling. I opened my mouth to speak, but words stuck. I was confused. What could this possibly mean? But then, his expression shifted, darkness clouding his eyes. "You don't know what you've just done." His voice dropped to a whisper, barely audible beneath the sudden silence of the street. My stomach flipped. What had I unleashed? Was I caught in a web I couldn't escape? And then, just like that, he turned away, and I was left standing there, alone. The golden light faded, shadows started to creep back in, and my heart plummeted. The dog was saved, but what of me? A simple girl who had dared to act when duty called. What would this $1 million encounter cost me? Hey, before we continue with this amazing story, I need to give you an important heads up. Many subscribers have reported that YouTube unsubscribed them without warning. Take a quick second to check the red button below to make sure you're still subscribed to the channel. I'd hate for you to miss any of the exclusive content coming soon. And while you're there, smash that like button. It really helps me out with the algorithm. Oh, and tell me in the comments, which city are you watching from? I love getting to know every amazing person who's part of this community. Your participation makes all the difference. Let's connect. The days that followed were a blur of uncertainty, heavy with the weight of unspoken questions that hovered over me like dark clouds. Each time I passed the pet store, it felt like a forgotten dream. The familiar hum of the aisles and the wise old cat sleeping in her corner seemed to mock my restless heart. I'd saved the life of a dog, yet I felt more lost than ever. The envelope sat on my cluttered kitchen counter, untouched for days. I could feel its presence, like a weighty stone anchoring me in place. Each evening as I stared out of my window, watching the world bustle by, I couldn't shake the feeling that something had shifted irreversibly within me and in the fabric of my once simple life. Had I really crossed over into a world where millionaires drifted like specters through the alleys of my small town, or was it just a fleeting moment that would fade away with time? It was on a particularly heavy evening, the air thick with potential rain, that I finally tore open the envelope. Inside, a check gleamed, stark against the dull paper. The figure written in elegant script sent shockwaves through me. It was a sum that could erase my burdens, my tuition, and even offer my younger brother a fresh start. In that moment, I felt the seductive pull of hope tugging at my heartstrings, yet along with it came a tidal wave of guilt. As I held the check between my fingers, the realization hit me like a slap: this was not a simple gesture of gratitude. Champ's owner was a man who played by a different set of rules, a world governed by transactions rather than altruism. This money was a debt, a price for actions that felt right in their moment yet now seemed tainted. A soft knock at the door startled me. I opened it to find an elderly woman, her face creased with the kind of kindness that ages bring. "Hello, dear," she smiled, clutching a basket woven from soft twigs. "I thought you might like some cookies. I remembered seeing you at the store." Touching moments of kindness could pierce through my heart like sunlight through the clouds. I welcomed her in, and we chatted over cookies and stories about our neighborhoods. She shared tales of loss and resilience, and with each word, I found some semblance of solace. But even as I laughed, a shadow lingered at the edge of my thoughts. The man's warning echoed in my ears. What had I put into motion? My despair returned as soon as she left, returning me to the reality I couldn't escape.